So I just bought a Toyota Celica 1993. Uh, Very cheap. It's running. It's driving. There were some issues with it, but in general, it is a very solid car. It has 278,000 miles on it. A lot of miles. But as we know, Toyota shows a lot of reliability in their cars. It's a four-cylinder, 2.2 liters, and the inside of the car, as you can see, is all pretty messed up in many ways. Actually, in the upper part of the car is all, as you can see, the clear coat has peeled off. I've thought about, painting the whole thing, but I noticed that the bottom part is actually in good shape. It has some scratches and stuff, as you can see, but it is only the top part actually that has the clear coat all peeled off. But in general, it's a pretty nice looking car. I always like this car. I'm a European, so we see these cars a lot in Europe, and they're pretty popular there. Or they were. Now they are not really seen that much around. But as you can see, the coolant was leaking off. There was a mechanic that did a horrible job putting the battery. He didn't mount the battery properly, not secured in place. So he left the fuse, one of the fuse boxes, hanging like that. The alternator is another story. He was, banging on it to put it in place. It is working and it is running. He got it running, but look at what he did with the bolt, main bolt, holding the alternator in place. It didn't go all the way through. It's not screwed. I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. But I'm not gonna take this car to that mechanic ever again. Obviously, the seats are in pretty bad shape. The driver's seat, especially now, the passenger seat is not that bad, but this is how it looks. So, in general, I began to work on the looks of the car on the outside, little by little, like getting myself into doing, you know, several minor details, minor things to see how it was going. This car was actually bought just to show my children how to drive stick shift, but if it holds on, if it works, if it keeps working, I may probably restore it and keep it. The good thing about the junkyard is that you get a lot of pieces, and some of them are pretty in pretty good condition. So I got these, they're just minor things, like really not necessary, but I just keep thinking I will, restore it completely. But of course, I really don't know where I'm going with this car. I'm just doing little by little and waiting to see if it holds on, if it's like stabilizes, in a way and keeps working fine. I may end up, restoring it completely. Not really like a professional restoration. I don't have the means all the time to do something like that. But these are nice cars. These are cars that are not built like this anymore. So I started to do, little things to get me, little by little excited about it and see where this is taking me. Well, if you really think I don't know what I'm doing, well, get out. Yeah, That was the cat in the engine. But if you really think that I don't know what I'm doing, I really don't actually. And that's what I think of myself. So I'm doing, like little things around the car, not really important, to just to get to know the car a little bit and see how it works and how it looks and what's broken. And little by little, I've been getting into doing more things like replacing this armrest. I found it again in a junkyard for a couple of dollars. I just replaced that one, and it went pretty well. Well, then I got into some more serious stuff, like for example, changing the oil. That oil, the filter, it had in it that it was replaced in 2018, and we are in 2020, so 2 years later, it has been replaced. That is not good. 2 years at all. The oil was black as it could be, and I just changed the oil, which is some basic maintenance, and right there it was really really tight, and I could tell that that had been there for a long time untouched. So I managed to get it out finally, but you'll see here that it took some time and some effort. I had to apply some stuff to it, but it came out.
Huh?
And this is some good stuff in there. That is really good. I have used it in so many occasions, and it always. I don't remember one time it has not worked. So I don't know if that brand, it's especially good, or there are some others that are gonna work the same way. But this one is the one that I've been using. It worked great. I used original Toyota oil and add original Toyota oil filter, and as you can see, the one that was there, it was not really hard to get out. So I got it out. I cleaned a little bit the area, and I installed the new filter. And I may be biased, but this car is a beauty. Look at that. It's a beautiful car. So this bolt didn't have the ring that is supposed to be there that you press against the pan, the oil pan, and it compresses it, and it really creates a very nice seal. That was missing. The oil that I used was 1030,
Oh, that's not
10W30.
bad.
And I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm really trying this one. I bought it at Walmart for 15, $16, and they come with this, in these boxes in this, format now, and it's much cheaper. So I'm going with this. Also, I buy it for my other cars like this too, because it's much cheaper. So that was the oil change done. The next thing I tackled was this pedal. The gas pedal had some play in it, and I played around with some screws that I'm gonna show you, and the ending result was pretty satisfactory. After I adjusted the couple of bolts that I'm gonna show you, it was much better. So this is, of course, I used the same product to loosen the bolts, and after playing with them and adjusting and some trial and error, I finally got it to where it was supposed to be. It feels pretty nice, pretty good to me now. You have to adjust it here, and then there's another place that I'm going to show you later that you have to adjust it to. This is a process. This is the process to adjust the pedal. If you have any play in it, which is typical, I guess, with in older cars. You can. This is where you have to adjust it. So play with it a little bit and try to see how it feels, and you'll get it done. It's really very simple to do. So please like and subscribe if you want more videos coming. Thank you.